Great. So, again, good morning, everyone. I hope you had a great evening, great morning so far. And let's look at the market and what we should expect or try to make up for today, and what's the game plan to attack this day as well. So, first thing first, as always, let's start with TradersLab TLMM dashboard. Um, okay, so Nasdaq, once again, what I like to look is the Nasdaq. So once again, when price and Brett is in a confirmed uptrend, I like to keep my analysis pretty straightforward, pretty simple, and that's on purpose. If everything is in a confirmed uptrend and you start to overthink it, overanalyze, then you start to find some cracks, possible cracks where there is none. So yeah, that would be my advice. When everything is working and price is constructive, you see dips being bought, you see constructive action, and breadth continue to expand, then just ease off on your market analysis. Trend can continue to trend for much longer than you think. Um, so just go with it. And when the trend will break, then we'll know and we'll react to it. So no need to try to find every top or every reversal or every AI bubble burst, right? Okay, so model is still in an uptrend since the 29th of October. So it's been quite few days now. So like I said, price above the rising 21 DMA structure. That's what we want to see. That dip 2 days ago was bought very nicely yesterday. So that's what you want to see. That basically confirms that the trend is strong, and it stays alive. Same thing for Brett. So Brett, we have a nice uptrend above the now rising 10 DMA. Yesterday we had a small hook down on the McClellan oscillator, but nice hook up yesterday as they bought it back. And that's the same story for the breadth extensions as well. So we have been building higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, super tight. Uh, and yeah, that broke down, but formed another higher low, and now we're nicely hooking back up and right back into neutral territory. So will we finally see breadth expand to a point where we will be overbought? That will be nice to see. And especially considering that we already have good traction um, in the stuff that we trade. But keep in mind that this is really a stock pickers market, and breadth indicators just indicates that this is not yet a broad market. The market is not overrated. The market is not extended. So keep that in mind as well when you think that things cannot run longer or higher. So I like that breadth extension chart. So let's see if we can finally push and make a new higher high as well. All right, so internals. Credit spread is like the only thing that I don't understand at this point. Not that I try to understand the market, but you know what I mean. That's a weird divergence. So we broke that wedge. We reclaimed the 21 DME structure, and we're kind of spiking a bit above the structure. Maybe that's the kind of move that we need to create the space needed to finally um, be back in more of a risk on. But the market always already looked like risk on. So for me, that's a weird divergence. and I will look into it today and in the following days. VIX look good. So we have rejected that area on the retest yesterday again, closed right at the lows. So I still want to see that uptrend line being taken out and finally start to see some downtrend action. Maybe retest that structure, and that's where we will have some more meaningful pullback. But yeah, so far VIX structure looks good. Bitcoin. So yeah, we're still building right into that base structure. It's looking pretty nice on the right side. So it's been a few days that we discussed that Bitcoin needs time to potentially digest, let the daily structure catch up, create that handle on the right side, and that will set up Bitcoin much better for a continuation move higher. So watch this. If you if you don't mind to play a bit more extended, you might have kind of a daily reversal pivot to play that crypto move. Otherwise, for me, there's no setup. We're not in the 21 DMA structure area, but I recognize that the setup is strong, and there's good chances that maybe we just need to drift away. But if we confirm a daily reversal, then the chances increase that we might push higher from here. And finally in Q, so Nasdaq, we made a new all-time high yesterday, so very constructive after a small tight range, following a larger range, following a larger base, following a larger base. So you see that fractal basing, and that's usually a sign of a trend, momentum shift. So bases and pauses start to be smaller and smaller and smaller. So we might see a rate of change from here. That's my idea. At least we'll see if it plays out. But seeing kind of the breadth extension like that, and seeing that we're still pretty early in that McClellan summation move, it tells me that we might see some extension on the Nasdaq from here. Obviously, I'm ready for anything, but when I see the bases and the ranges contracting over time like that, so it means that the market, the buyers are stepping up much quicker on every dips. They don't want to wait the market to consolidate and pull back further in time and in price. So usually that's when you see those rate of change and kind of going into some sort of lockup rally. That's what I will be looking for. But like I said, I'm not fixed on that view. All right, so market-wise, this is it. I think the market looks very good. Breadth is still neutral. We're still in a breadth expansion right now. We're not overheated. We're not overbought. So this is game time. You play your game. You play your book. You play your positions. And if they have to stop you out, then you will have the feedback to know that it's time to step back. But for me, again, right now, this is a time to focus on my portfolio. As long as the market price is above moving averages and breadth is expanding and we're not overbought or not extended, then it's just time to focus on your own portfolio. So talking about portfolio, first one. So I had added some MP yesterday. I still thought that this base was looking good. We talked about it yesterday. We kind of followed through on that base top area rejection. And I thought that the retest of that structure, the retest of the 21 EMA was a pretty good spot, especially after that larger high low structure, right? That's always what I look for on the right side. And yeah, I was not expecting that news to hit last night, but that's uh, yeah, pretty lately that there's a lot of luck in this in my trading, and I'll take it. Sometimes it comes that way. Sometimes you get an offering news and everything's gapped down on you. So yeah, I will happily take that lucky stretch and continue to hope that it continues. So yeah, there was that news. We're gapping up right at 2 days ago close. So we're basically off at yesterday's open. But yeah, let's see how it reacts to that news. Do we need to backtest the 21 DMA structure? In that case, that might be a good spot if you want to get in. We're still pretty early in that pullback. We still have that 21 DMA structure reclaim and backtest setup. So as long as we're less than 1 ETR from the 21 EMA, this is still actionable, but I would wait for some weakness, especially on that gap up. For final confirmation, I would look at this recent swing high to be reclaimed, and eventually maybe not right away, but eventually we will want to see that base breakout happening. Next one, HeyLab. So working great so far. This is same pattern here. So 21 DMA structure reclaim and backtest on a higher low. Yeah, do we need to maybe create another higher low, a bit longer pullback structure, or we confirm the daily reversal here and we just push higher and get back into that trend? Keep in mind that we're still pretty early on that name. That was kind of a stage one breakout, initial leg, and that's kind of the first base. So that's why I wanted to be a bit more aggressive on this name. And so far so good. So I'll look for my 7R target to maybe be it today if we have good action. Otherwise, I want to be patient with ALAB. Shop, nice inside day. Let's look for the daily reversal confirmation, but this is too extended to play anyway. GEV, nice push from the low range. So we broke out from that range. We reclaimed the daily reversal, the 21 EMA, and closed right above the whole daily structure. So that's the nice confirmation that we're able to get from GEV yesterday. And that's also good to see the confirmation from the group. So VST acted well too yesterday with that confirmation. CG trying to make new highs. I don't remember the other one. CEG, NGE. No, okay, I don't remember. But you see the trend. So the group is setting up. You have, yeah, someone will NRG. Thank you, Pat. So look at that tightness. Look at that VCP. So you have that big base, just like GV, just like VST. And now we're really tight on the right side. So that's a nice chart. And what I like about GV and why I went a bit heavier is because of those big bases, that group confirmation, and when you see a whole group setting up like that, it really adds conviction to the trade idea, because you know that you will probably have at some point, earlier than late, hopefully, but you will have money rotating into the whole group, and that will drive your trade much better than if you pick the winner, the leading stock of that group, but the whole group is not running. So yeah, just always look for group confirmation. If that's the only stock setting up in that group, then chances are that you might have a hard time with that trade. But if you see the whole group and the leader setting up, then that's really great confirmation to have. Uh, Palantir still setting up for that cup and handle. Really nice base, but yeah, just not going yet. Might be today. We're getting very tight on the right side. We reclaimed the daily reversal yesterday, so maybe you can play that still. We're still below 1 ATR from the 21 EMA, but yeah, it will have to go. Robinhood, that's a bit and remember when I talked about on Nasdaq kind of the tightening of the bases, and maybe we get into some kind of lockout rally. I don't want to use the term climatic move because it means that uh, that trend will usually end after a climatic move. But let's just say that we might see a rate of change, uh, and seeing the action of Robinhood, which is kind of one of the liquid leader of this market, uh, changing gear like that. So you have that kind of trend above the 21 DME structure, then big momentum change, and seeing that only after 2 days of pullback, we're reclaiming that reversal pivot and want to make a new high. That's a clear rate of change. So that's a bit confirming that maybe we might see that in the whole market. But yeah, that's something that I will look for sure. Tesla still flagging, still setting up at the 21 DME structure. A bit too extended of the weekly for me, but we have that higher low structure right into the 21 DME structure. So you can look for the daily reversal if you want to play this, and being a bit further from the weekly structure does not bother you. But for me, it does not fit my criterias. Oklo still flagging just below that recent swing high. So like we discussed, maybe it need more time. I'm patient with this one. VRT, very nice action yesterday and today as well with that gap up. So you remember we discussed that yesterday morning. So we had that base breakout, retest, super clean retest of that base, then bounce, and reclaim of that reversal pivot to reconfirm the uptrend and confirm that this retest holds. So now resistance became support, and we're making a new high here. So clearly this looks good to reconfirm the trend and start that bigger trend from here. Nvidia, uh, everyone thought it was dead with that AMD news, but no, that's still the AI leader. And same type of action that gives you very good clue. And I remember we discussed that yesterday morning. So what do we have? We have a base breakout. We have a pullback right into that structure to retest that potential now support. Then we're trying to break out, reclaim that daily reversal pivot yesterday, and now we're making a new high. So that's the kind of price action that and that's why I remain kind of positive, even because of that shakeout we saw on Tuesday, because and we discussed that yesterday morning, because we were seeing those base retests, those structure retests, those swing high retests all over in those type of liquid leaders names. So for me, it was adding conviction that we're only seeing a shakeout within an uptrend, right? AMD pushed above the daily reversal, made a new high. So yeah, just nothing to do there, just enjoying the trend. And let's see how far this 21 DMA structure goes. I'm ready to be really patient with this one. CLS, that worked great. So we discussed that. It was the same pattern as early September. So I'm still looking for that kind of breakout happening. We're right into that base structure. So let's see how it reacts today. But yeah, ideal scenario is we keep pushing and breaking out and start that new leg higher. Snow, another one that was giving good clue yesterday, was that we retested exactly that low cheat range area, that structure, the 21 DMA structure as well. We filled the gap, and then yesterday, super strong, we made a new recent swing high and confirmed the daily reversal as well. Warner Bros. There was some news yesterday about that bid. That one I will close today if we close below the 21 DMA structure. So be aware. And you can look this one today a bit closer. If we do close below the 21 DMA structure, I will exit that runner position. TEM, super strong. So that's still what I'm playing, that big weekly IPO based breakout and retest. We're making a new high here. So just being patient with the 21 DMA structure. We'll see how long and how high we can go. But yeah, nothing to do so far with them, just letting it work. And Micron a bit extended. Once again, that's super extended, but just keep trending. So we'll follow that trend as long as it stays above the 21 DMA structure. All right, so what did I have in Focuslist now? I think it was Palantir. So Palantir, we discussed that. So you can play against the 182.95 pivot. So that's the daily reversal pivot. So if you can have some weakness into the 21 DME structure, that could give a nice on weakness entry. Otherwise, you can look for that pivot reclaim or retest, whatever, if we gap above or below. Next one was CRDO. So CRDO was yeah, it didn't stay long below the 21 DME structure. So I followed my rules, and that's what I had to do. No regrets there. But now it might set up again with that shakeout. We still have that offering news, and it traded a bit funky, but we do have that shakeout, that base retest, that daily reversal confirmation yesterday, and we closed above the 21 EMA as well. So maybe look for some weakness around that reversal pivot. And if you're able to get some weakness and reclaim of that pivot, that would be a nice entry. And last one was ALAB, yeah. Yeah, gapping up, so that might not be in play anymore. What I would look if you wanted to get in would be some weakness. So look for maybe a gap up and fade, a retest of that reversal pivot. We would still be within buy area. We play against that gap fill, that reversal pivot retest as well. That would give you a nice entry as well. All right, so that's it for the portfolio, the focus list. Game plan now. So game plan for me today. Like I said, I don't think that the market is done. by the way that price and breadth looks. Breadth extensions are not overbought. The McClellan oscillator is not overbought or extended as well. Um, but I'm still 140% on margin. That's a bit high for me. And we're getting less and less setups. So I don't think we're done, but my goal here is not to increase my exposure, increase my risk, but to lower it. So ideally, ALAB and MP will hit their target today. That will remove the new position risk that I have in my portfolio. And from there, I really want to just focus on lowering my exposure, and ideally maybe today or tomorrow, if we have good strength, I'm able to hit some 7 hard targets and those 2 hard targets and be closer to being off margin. That's my goal until tomorrow at the close. All right, so that's the game plan for me. Let's take some questions and chart requests. So Luis asked about net. That's a name that we discuss almost all mornings, right? And it's still looking very good. Yesterday we defined that 222.22 reversal pivot as being a nice potential pivot to play and to engage. And I remember what I was saying is I find that chart a bit choppy and wild for now. And yesterday, inside day is actually the perfect scenario. So now you have the same pivot to play against, but you also have that inside day to confirm the reversal and the breakout. So yeah, net super nice chart. You have those higher lows, you have that base retest as well right here. So yeah, there's a clean setup. Let's see the group. So yeah, you have a breakout on CrowdStrike. You have oh yeah, nice reversal, and looks like a super saucer cup and handle. So you have the group confirmation. Net is still one of the leading stock. So yeah, that would be in my focus today if that's a name in your focus list. FNMA. Oh. Yeah, no. That's a choppy name. The thing is, you can play that. Okay, so zoom out. That's a clear mean reversion machine, right? So it loves to pop and drop or pop and go sideways. That's the nature of that stock, right? Um, so current action reminds me a bit of this. Um, of this. So it tends to pop right away above the 21 EMA. Or I have to flush down and then I don't know why it pops back up. So you can play the quick bounce, the quick momentum, and get out after 2-3 days. But don't get in that and expect an easy trade or a multi-month swing trade either. So not for me. If you want to make a quick buck with 2-3 days momentum, maybe that's for you. But yeah, don't look at multi-month swing trade. I'm looking for a pop, so go for a pop. Unless it poops. So we don't want the poops, we want the pop, right? All right, so lift. Oh, yeah. Uh, 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 um. So that's kind of EP kind of delayed reaction. Okay, couple things. So it was clearly extended. It needed time to digest. Um, what I don't like is that we broke that range, that structure, right? So now it kind of hacked as potential resistance. So we have overhead supply. But we're right into structure, we're right into support. So there's definitely a play. For me, a bit weakly extended. So I wouldn't execute for that, but daily is good. It reminds me a bit of ORCL, where it broke kind of that early range, and now it hacks as um, overhead supply and resistance. And yeah, that's the type of delayed reaction that I look for. When you have that pullback and we hold that that peg reaction low, that we hold the 21 DMA structure, and we don't have a, a clear like overhead supply to play against. There's one here, but it's much smaller, right? So yeah, that's maybe kind of the red flag with lift. New regional bank. So just keep in mind that's highly rate sensitive. Um, yeah, it's getting into buy area. Uh, so you have that reversal pivot, that tight range. That reversal is quite nasty, but maybe it was the shakeout needed. So yeah, there's a trade there. Keep in mind that oftentimes when you see those kind of sharp pullback, it might need time on the right side to set up properly. So don't expect that trade to go right away. But yeah, the setup is there. It's definitely setting up. So Tuba is asking, in your chart, how do you know where the price open? I don't know, and I don't care exactly, David. I only care about where it closes, and I only care about the structure. So it's all. So look at my charts, right? So uh, I don't want candles. I want bars. I want to have all the bars when it's above the 21 DMA structure being the same color. I don't want to care about a red day in an uptrend. I don't care about the volume. I don't care about a zillion moving averages. My system is built with the 21 DMA structure. So why would I add the 5 DMA, the 50 DMA, when my rules are not based on them? It's only noise, right? Why would I care about the open? That's a personal preference. It doesn't make a lot difference. For me, it just helped me to keep focus on the close, which is more important than the open, and to clean up my charts. So yeah, that's the reason. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, discipline and patience. This is the Panda way, and something we worked a lot in the last few years, and I think it's finally paying off. And something so underrated. So if you go into like your classic education, um, if you go into X and all that, everything that you hear is about setups, about the hedge, but few talks about the mental game. And probably the biggest hedge for a new trader is being able to kind of detach from the activity, detach from the daily noise, and to focus on improving your discipline, your patience, especially with winning trades. Um, we fear to give back. We fear to start a new pullback and give back all your profits every time the market is red. That's not just you. That's probably one of the biggest area for improvement for new traders. So if you can focus on that early on, you already way ahead of the curve. So AMSC, American Superconductor Corporation. That sounds like a cartoon name. All right, so yeah, that's a nice chart. You have that big stage one base breakout, first base, high or low structure on the right side. Um, yeah, we reclaimed the latest daily reversal. But yeah, if you can, and you have a nice shakeout here as well. I like shakeouts. Shakeouts create the fuel to make people chase and drive that thing higher. So probably everyone that was trying to position in here got stopped out 2 days ago, and now they have to chase. So look for the daily reversal pivot right here for the final, not the final confirmation, because the final confirmation is the higher swing high pivot. But that's a nice confirmation to play that pullback, build some cushion before you get into the high volatility base structure. But yeah, I like that chart. HAP. Nah. Uh, okay, that's something that, okay, that's a leading stock. Maybe it goes back to the moon, but when you start to see some SEC probe over data collection practices, you have to ask yourself, is it worth my time and money to put myself in the situation where there might be some other news coming? Um, that's a risky trade from now. And ask yourself, are we in a weak market and that's the only thing working? Nah. The market is super strong. There's leaders setting up left and right. There's a lot working. So why tight your capital to something that is risky and have a lot of indecision and potentially news coming up? So yeah, that's a name that I will personally stay away just because of the news risk and all that. Uh, Rambus. Yeah, that's a nice base breakout. Something big going on here. So that's a big base breakout, and essentially that's kind of your classic Stan Weinstein stage 2 breakout, right? Um, and now we're having that first traders pullback. So yeah, I like that chart a lot to play as a, I call that a tight high tight flag, but I know it's not. It does not have the characteristic on the left side. But for me, that is because it's a bit extended from the weekly structure. So I would play this as a flag. But we're right inside the 21 DME structure. We're right into that range structure as well. So if you're into those kind of a bit more extended names from their weekly structure and you don't care, then that's a great entry of the daily reversal pivot from yesterday's high. That's good market cap, good average volume, decent liquidity. So yeah, that's a good one. I won't repeat that, but yeah, that's a good one. Um, all right. So 9:23. Any other questions, guys? No worries, David. So if you guys have more questions, once again, I will be hanging out in the trading pit from time to time today, or you can use the Q&A channel as well. And yeah, let's hope that we can have a nice panda day today. Less is more. Let your stuff work and see where that trend will land. All right, so yeah, David, I will answer that in the trading pit. All right, so have a good day, everyone. Bye bye. Cheers.